Hi, this is Vince again from PermaFinish in Tucker, Georgia, and we have in front of us an 04 Ford Excursion all the way from Oklahoma, but came via Power Stroke Specialty in Beaufort, Georgia, because they just corrected the engine problems, and now they expect us to resurrect it and make it look new again. At least the customer does, and we're going to call him Mike from Oklahoma. Except Mike, what we have to do first is we have to take care of this bumper. It has Oklahoma scratches on it, and there's a little Oklahoma rust on it too. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the front bumper painted. The light below the headlight, which is really the parking light, is broken. That's going to be changed. But the hood has some damage on it, which is chips that are starting to rust. So the best way to handle that would be to paint the hood at the same time we paint the front bumper. And let's walk around the side of the truck, because it looks good from a distance here, and it doesn't have a pop shine to it, so to speak. It's dull gold. And if you look close, it has a couple of chips. There's a nice 1-inch chip on the scratch on the door handle, which the only way to handle that probably would be to touch it up with the same color paint. There's a bruise on the the left rear door. And as we walk around the truck, it looks good, but it's just dull. And you really realize how nice it's going to look until we get done with it, because the chemical process we do goes into the paint, becomes part of the paint, bonds to the paint. Actually, the paint becomes about 30-35% harder and 15% more flexible. And with that in mind, we can warranty this vehicle for 6 years. It won't lose its luster. And every time Mike washes this Excursion, he's going to think he just waxed it. And he's going to wash it on a regular basis because he's going to be proud of it. He spent a lot of money taking care of the engine, and now we're going to make him think he has a new truck, and all his neighbors are going to think, what year is it? I thought they stopped making Excursions. You're going to find out that this Excursion is really an 04, and maybe Ford will bring them back. They're good looking. So with that in mind, it's going to take about a week to do this, the body shop mainly, and when we get done with it, we're going to take another video, and we'll be the after version of it, and you're going to see why it pays to PermaFinish whatever you own. We're back. This is Vince with PermaFinish here in Tucker, Georgia, and in front of me is the Ford Excursion that last week we took a before video. It had a front bumper that was damaged with chips that were rusty, and it had some chips in the hood that was starting to rust, and we sent it to our local body shop to have them paint the front bumper and the hood so we could then continue and renew this vehicle. This was sent to us by Power Stroke, who brought the engine back to life. Now our job was to bring the vehicle back to life. It was on a scale of 1 to 10, not counting the hood and the front bumper. The vehicle itself was probably no more than a 6, not counting the damage. Now we're up over a 9, because what we have here is we have the PermaFinish itself goes into the paint, bonds to the paint, can't come off. It is like nothing else in the world. Everything else sits on top of the paint, whether it's silicone, ceramics, Teflon, and it will eventually wash off, wear off, melt off. This can't do that. So every time you wash this vehicle, looks like you just waxed it. We had some chips on the door handle. That's gone. We touched it up. There was a bruise on the rear door. We've able to get rid of that. So if we go around the vehicle, it's like new again. And again, being an 04, how many years is that? Can't count. 15 years, something like that. Anyway, he's going to be very, very happy. So when I pick him up from the airport and bring him over here, he's going to be ecstatic. And that's what makes it worthwhile, is that people can really appreciate PermaFinish when they get to see their new vehicle again compared to what it was before. Whether it's an 04, 14, 19, doesn't make any difference. We can resurrect any old paint. When it comes to new paint, we'll make it brighter, because when the PermaFinish bonds to the paint, it changes the molecular structure of the paint, and it becomes a brighter paint job, and it'll stay that way. All you have to do is keep the car washed, and it will always look like you just waxed it. It's a phenomenal value for what you get. Until the next one, thank you.